There you go. Metroid Prime 2 with some slight optimizations, which I will tell you about as I'm streaming. There's still some issues. It's still going to stutter a bit, but there's some reasons why this thing stutters like a motherfucker. So TechJar figured out a bunch of things. I'm using Direct 3D now, and also there's this game just has some pretty fucked up like code that was extremely difficult to decipher, I guess. But essentially this should now reduce the stuttering a bit. Nary, how could you explain it? How would I be able to explain this in layman's terms? What the hell's happening here? Bug 1. Person did math wrong, which resulted in stutters when doors open. Okay, now that is very layman. Didn't you get Vine Ryzen last time you played this? Yep. Bug 2, cache dumb, so we made cache bigger, so it takes longer to fill up. There you go. So there you go, thank you. Very good. I have to figure out where to go. This is gonna take a little bit of effort, so please bear with me a moment. So we have this here, which I don't need to go to. Where does that highway go to? Hey, Bab here, do a speed test for me. That was- it's really almost on the levels of Do Not Presume. Okay, so I could go through that portal there. Then I could, okay, I've studied the map long enough, and I've accomplished nothing. So... I could go through that portal there, and that'll take me... I might be in the wrong area. Remember the grapple gun. Okay, I don't know where to get the grapple gun from. So, this might not be the right spot. I might have to exit Torvis entirely. So let's do that. I'm already noticing improvement. Like, the morph ball definitely doesn't stutter as much. A lot of the first-time stutters that we were having problems with are no longer present. This makes me very happy. You need to go back underwater. Shit. Hey, Vsauce, Bab here. So I need to go deeper, is what you're saying. I need to go deeper. Alright, well that portal is inaccessible. So I can't even go this way. this might be where... I'm trying to remember the exact location where I stopped playing Metroid Prime 2 all those years ago, and then resumed it with my friend Paul, who was like... You know, when I would miss something, he would throw us a recommendation out, and he'd be like, listen, you probably went the wrong way. And I'd be like, oh, thanks for the suggestion, dude. Real helpful. And then he was right. So he was, like I said, he was chat. Every door in this region has been accessed except for the yellow ones, which require power bombs. Ow. Jesus. Oh, this is... We're off to a fucking shit show of a start. Okay, now here's a portal. Man, when this doesn't run like ass, it is very difficult to tell. Okay, well the game just helped me out. It's very difficult to tell that this is a game that came out over 10 years ago, is what I'm trying to say. Okay. So I don't really know how to get down there, but... Okay, I see now. Okay, so there's a portal down there that I missed. Or something. Is the Metroid block still happening at GDQ? Just ended. Which ones did they do? Super Zero Mission Samus Returns. Okay. It's pretty good. 1, 2, and 3. I don't think I can go through this portal right now. I don't think I have access to it. Oh wait, yes I do. Mushrooms. Sorry. See, I took a very long break from this game. It's been a week since I streamed this, and it doesn't feel like it. I'll be honest, that fucking convention went by like a blur. And again, real quick, just notice how much less crusty that is. So Tech Jar, you did it. You fixed a high percentage of the crusts. And one of the things that Nary said to me that I felt really good about is, because of my streams of this, like some of this stuff has been submitted to the creators of Fish Machine device that I'm not going to name. And there's a chance that people who go to play Metroid Prime in the future, it'll run better. So, my struggles, my aggravation, our aggravation with weird crackles and stutters and slowdown might end up actually improving this game for future generations. The greater good. It's the wrong elevator. It's okay. Stock up on it. Oh, you fuckers! You cheeky fuckers! Okay, these ones still crust out a bit. There are 3 of them, though. Still, though, massive improvement all around. And, not using Vulcan probably has something to do with that. Those things are crust machines. If you toggle that setting I mentioned, they won't crust. It's the translucent textures they shoot at you. So, yeah, there's another setting I could turn on that would destroy the scan visor, because apparently this thing is, like, impossible to, replicate. I also like how we're using the word crust and not laughing about it. It's just, you know, it could be whatever you want. It could be a verb. It could be a noun. Just however you want. At the convention, I kept saying to people, enjoy yourself! Like, kind of unironically. So now I am Tommy Wiseau. You can laugh, you can cry, whatever you do, don't hurt each other. But anyway, as I was saying before, just to echo the point that I did not finish. So it's been a week since I streamed this. It does not feel like it's been a week. I'm kind of happy and sad that it's over, both at the same time. This was by far the biggest convention I think I've had to do ever. I don't get post-con depression like some people do, or like I used to. But, you know, it sucks because it's like a different life for a couple days. And, in my case, it was a really busy different life, and I barely had a moment to myself, which made it go by so quick. But, yeah, it was good. It was a good time. Definitely my favorite convention that I go to, and this year's probably was the best one yet. Maybe. Maybe. I'm not sure. We're close to it. So, anyone that went, thank you for making it such. And, anyone who didn't go, thank you for waiting. But it really feels like 2 days since I streamed Metroid Prime 2 last. So I don't know what the fuck that is, man. We're doing the time warp again. Let me not say that too loud. I don't want to get copyright striked. Ah, that's what I couldn't do before. Ah! So this song I've talked about plenty. And how this might be my favorite Super Metroid track. I want to make music like this. Not for Red Vox or anything, I just want to make music like this. Just weird, spacey, alien music. I love that shit. Atmospheric. I haven't fought these yet, actually. These are, Dark Grenchler, Darkling-possessed amphibious predator. Symbiosis brings additional power to creature, but it retains its key weakness. Target the back shell to reveal a weak spot. Also, another underrated thing I haven't really talked about is streaming this in widescreen as opposed to 4:3. Or 3:4. Yeah, 4:3. Three four is music. Okay. You like it when I say the word water. How do you want me to say water? Like the rest of the country. Or if you want me to say it like people say it here in Staten Island, water. I kind of do a mix of the two. Ow. Check it. I love large dinosaurs. I don't even know what just happened. Oh, you! Right through it. Oh, fuck off. Wasting so much ammo on this fucking thing. Okay, I think I can't access this dinosaur just yet. I drank pretty minimally. I mean, I saw some fucking shit-faced people. I've seen people that you people wouldn't believe at the convention. People getting toasty. But, I had 2 drinks one day, and then the last day when I was done, I was just like ready to like pass out. I had wine. I had like a large glass of red wine. I was like, why not? This seems like a good way to cap it off. There was no mixology bar, no. But I just didn't feel like doing a convention with a hangover. If you think I look grumpy in the pictures, wait until you see me drunk and grumpy. hear an item. I don't know how to get it. I see it now. It's right over there. Is that a bomb jump? Let's see. Or are you just saying my name? Nope, can't do it from there. Bottom right, bomb jump, moving left. There it is. Okay. It's actually taking a lot of damage when I was doing that. Not a lot, but enough. Time to move on. Science fiction. Religious iconography, giving you the creeps. I really warmed up to most of that Arctic Monkeys album. There's almost no other album like that I've ever heard. Talk about mood. No, it's not AM2. No, it's not their best shit. You know, it's probably not what most people want from them, but... I think it's great. Especially the first couple songs, man. I give it 4 stars out of 5. What's this? I hope they release a story summary of the past 3 Prime games when 4 comes out. I would love that. You know what would be great? If Nintendo then released, like, a series of YouTube videos, like, of animated in the style of, like, I don't want to say 3D necessarily, but, like, just, like, a couple of animated YouTube videos, like a multi-part series chronicling the Prime storylines. It could be, like, I wouldn't mind if it was anime. Listen, Castlevania worked so well. I wouldn't even mind if it was in the style of the Castlevania 3 anime. That would be cool, too. Preferably, the cutscene in Smash Ultimate, where we see Ridley for the first time. That would be a pretty fucking amazing way to do it, but the budget... You know, that's gotta be hefty to do something like that. And I would not expect them to bust out that much budget for a recap. They have the money. I just don't expect it to happen. Someone said Castlevania is made by Canadians. It is not anime. So what is the style of the animation called, so I can get it right next time? Can anime? I see chat members getting frustrated, so obviously this argument's popped up several times. Anime? That's a good one, I like that. Animesque? It's not even made in Canada, it's animated by Pipeline in Texas. Someone is saying anime is a style, not regional. Other people are saying anime is regional, not a style. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm out of this conversation. You guys have fun. Time to take a piss. Enjoy yourselves, everybody. Target Luminoth was exposed to heavy amounts of Noadin gas. This is likely the cause of death. This discussion is going to be my cause of death. There we go. I want to see what's going on through here before I go back to that area. I don't know where I'm going. This is an underwater portal. Okay, I need a power bomb for this. Oh, fuck off. Lore. New weapons. Our studies of the Ing revealed the source of their attacks as dark energy. We built weapons to use this energy, thinking it could overload enemy targets and eliminate them. We soon learned our error, as the dark beam was not of great effect on the Ing. We then began to develop a weapon that used light energy. This weapon would dispatch the Ing with terrible efficiency. So, you remember the Metroid movie discussion that kept popping up? No? I'm sure several of you do. But, yeah, there was always, like, this rumbling of a Metroid movie. It was in, like, EGM and a variety of magazines, maybe even Nintendo Power at some point. I kind of wonder. I don't know if it would be a good movie. I kind of really wonder if it would be. Every instinct I have says that you can't do a good Metroid movie. But then again, I didn't think they could follow up Blade Runner. Give it to Denis Villeneuve. Give it to him. He'll do it. He'll make it. No, but really I have no idea if it could work. I don't think it would. I like the idea of it just because it would be Metroid in a different context, but Metroid was originally based kind of on Alien. You know, it used a lot of... I'm gonna use the word iconography again, and even the name Ridley is Ridley Scott homage. So I guess I want to give it a shot. I'd be down for it, but... Oh man, I went all the way back for no reason. I did. I got lore. So there's that. Vinesauce, there's a VE at the end of Villeneuve for a reason. Alright, there you go, you did it. Congratulations. You taught me how to say the word properly. Be lucky I didn't say Denis Villeneuve. But it's actually, isn't it Villeneuve? Or just Villeneuve? Denis Villeneuve? That's how I heard Ryan Gosling say it. And I think he would know better because the dude is, his friend. I kinda wanna see that movie that he's in now. First Man. Is that what it's called? First Guy? The beginning guy. The nice guy. He plays Neil Armstrong. And he goes to space. That's not a romantic comedy. I know you hear the name Ryan Gosling and you think romantic comedy, but that's... the dude's got some range. He's got comedic range, he's got action chops, he's got an intensity. He can sing. And this is coming from someone who didn't really like him for a while, and now I'm kinda warmed up to him. All you had to do was put him in Blade Runner and make it good. Bin, which Blade Runner version should I watch? I have a lot of people tell me that they enjoy Blade Runner, but there's other people that are like, Vin, I tried, I just don't get it. So, no matter what I recommend, I think it's just not gonna click for some people. But if you want a suggestion, watch the final cut, which is the one that came out. Watch the most recent cut. So whatever came out most recently, like on the Blu-ray, or whatever, that's the one you want to watch. Yeah, that's the 2007. It came out on Blu-ray and DVD and all that. It doesn't have the narration. It's very good. And I think some people would like the new movie better than the original. So maybe that is a good way into the world, and then you go back and watch the original. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm too biased to make a proper judgment call. Someone said, I prefer cuts with narration. Yeah. My problem with that is that Harrison Ford deliberately tried to sabotage it by doing a piss-poor job at the narration. And then they left it in anyway, so he just sounds like he's going to sleep. So while I get the idea that you would like the narration for the noir quality and for the, you know, it explains the story, you know what's going on, it just sounds like piss. Grapple Guardian, Grapple Beam Powered Darkling. Well-armored target utilizes Grapple Beam to ensnare enemies. Weak spots detected, back shell and eye. Use special attack when angered. It's not gonna cheap this one out. Oh shit, you got me. Alright, I'm playing this very foolishly. What's going on? The fuck is wrong with you? Oh. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, this is getting me a little dizzy. Kind of wish there was a little wiggle room and not, like, the camera wasn't slavishly tied to the thing's eye. So that you're, like, waggling all over the place. Vinny, your guardian, he has no tail. Why? What do you do to his tail? And done. Yeah, not the hardest boss, just a little annoying. I mean, I died to a couple of boss. How many times did I die so far throughout this run? Was it once or twice? One time, okay. There were a number of times I almost died, but... So if there's anything that Prime 3 did better, and I still think Prime 3 is good, and not what, you know, there was a lot of, backlash against Prime 3 because it kind of dumbed things down a bit, or at least it felt like it did. It simplified things and made the game more accessible. But it also had some issues. Regardless, the thing that it did better, for sure, was the grapple beam. Like in Prime 3, you use it to solve puzzles, you use it on enemies. You can actually, like, latch onto enemies and tear off, like, their weak points with it.
Recording to logbook.
It was the lasso, they called it, right? So I think that would be a cool Metroid. A Metroid with Prime 3's characters, like some extra bounty hunters, like I said before. So if Prime 4 did the other bounty hunter thing, I think that would be great. That's the story I want more of. Weird, fucked up, strange-looking alien bounty hunters. Maybe, a Boba Fett type. Because why not? And... as little Federation as possible. The Federation was always, like, the most boring part of the Metroid lore. For me. Yeah, it is generic sci-fi, and it's just kind of not the part that's fun. I don't know. Like, I like the Federation in Star Trek. And it also feels like, Space Marines, like when Halo 3 starts and you're aboard Space Marine ship, I get that confused with the Federation from Metroid Prime. It is so generic, yeah. Halo 3 starts in a forest. Which one starts? Wait a minute, which Halo starts on the spaceship where you have to fight to get off the spaceship? That's 2? And 1. Oh, my bad. Did Halo Reach start like that? Or ODST? Because I played both of those and I don't remember them. ODST and Reach were planet-side. Okay. I kinda liked Halo ODST. I thought it was pretty cool. Am I in the minority here? That's actually the first Halo game I purchased. Like, I borrowed Halo 3, played the fuck out of it, then later bought it, but I actually bought Halo ODST. Yeah, there was a city, and it was like this kind of overworld type thing going on, and it was much more, like, stealth-oriented, right? Reach was a little bit more classic. The firefight mode was good, yeah. Man, I wish I had modes like that when I was younger. Like horde mode and firefight and zombies and all that stuff. Because when I was younger, and my friends and I, or my cousin and I, played first-person shooters, I loved fighting co-op against bots. But we would have to, like, play one of a couple games that had bots, A. And then B, we would have to, like, configure it so that we would fight like waves. So Perfect Dark was great for that. But the game looked like ass because the frame rates were so bad. Okay, I'm gonna need the spider ball for this. through there yet. Okay, I have to find the key. There is a temple key around here somewhere, and I just don't remember specifically where it is. Is it down here? Back up top. You should play Chrono Trigger or Secret of Mana. I did. Both of them are on the Full Sauce channel. Those are two of my favorite games ever. And, you can go to YouTube and just type Vinesauce Chrono Trigger and you'll find a full playthrough. Or, Vinesauce Secret of Mana, you'll find a full playthrough. Someone in chat just said Mestroid is dumb. I know. Who the fuck is Mestroid, though? Another thing I wanted to mention was... Does anyone remember the hype around Metroid Dread? The supposed Fusion sequel that never came out? I always wondered, what the fuck kind of name was Metroid Dread? It sounded so wrong and so... not Nintendo. There's a supposed leaked title screen for it. I don't know if that was ever real. But my idea for a Metroid Dread was like, what if it was this really, really dark, fucked up chapter where Samus starts with every power and loses a bunch? Like, okay, so you start with the fusion suit, and maybe as you go along, like, you have all the powers from Metroid Fusion, and in order to shed the fusion suit, you have to die. Like, you fucking become less powerful, the game gets harder. I mean, you get other abilities as you finally get the power suit, and then, at the end of the game, Samus actually dies. And it's a really, like, dark game, and it explores Samus's mortality. Without going into too, like, wordy diatribes about, like, fucking commanders and shit. I mean, they've been doing prequels since Fusion, so why not have one where Samus dies and then just work backwards? Be a risk. Take a risk. Come on, get Kojima on it. He'll do it. And I know, like, you know, I see some people talking like, oh, like, The Edge. I'm like, yeah, I know, but, like, is Bloodborne edgy? You can handle darker matter, subject matter without it being, like, contrived or shitty. It is possible. Damn it. I think I do have to go this way. Dark Souls is edgy as fuck, but people don't complain because it's Dark Souls. Well, I guess that means they did it right. It's not edgy, right? It's only edgy if it's done wrong. Or are we gonna argue about the word edge now? What does edgy mean? Go ahead, chat, tell me. Is it cringe? Let me guess, is it edgy cringe? Edgy implies a lack of self-awareness to me. It's a hyperbole. Yeah, it kinda does sound like that, doesn't it? No, I genuinely want to, like, explore this stuff, because people throw that word around as much as they do cringe. And I really want to know... what it means for most people. Like, I want to understand... When does edge become not edge anymore? When does it become acceptable to be edgy? That's all. Or when is it okay to explore darker subject matter, like mortality and death? I mean, forget about my stupid idea, that's just something I'm like spitballing off the top of my head, trying to figure out, like, how the fuck do you continue the story of Metroid Fusion? Where do you go from there? You have this suit that's fused to Samus. And, like, otherwise it's all been done. They attempted backstory multiple times, didn't really work. So now they're not even doing the Fusion story, they're doing the fucking story after Prime 3. Which is still a prequel to Super Metroid. When grittiness in a narrative is pointless, Vinny. I like that definition. That sounds... To me, that sounds pretty legit, actually. But... to be fair, before edgy was emo. So, I guess I wonder, like, okay... Yeah, the word is used when it's an excessive amount, with a lack of self-awareness, maybe? But what about, like Lovecraft and Poe? Would you call them, like, they predated all this by hundreds of years? Or over 100 years? Like, the thing is, I kind of write depressing music, but I actually feel like it helps. It's a good thing. Like, there's... I think it's good to explore that from time to time. Someone said Poe was good, but edgy as fuck. I mean, none of us are, like, ever gonna agree. There's just too many people here for us to agree on a definition when it's already kind of vague to begin with. And is, like, again, overused in a way that cringy is overused. But I think what I'm gonna stick with for edgy is a lack of self-awareness. Excessively dark, maybe with no point. And maybe, like, I wouldn't consider Final Fantasy VII edgy. Because there is a point to the story, and there's an evolution. Like, Cloud doesn't stay edgy. I mean, granted, Advent Children shits on that, but at the end of the game, he's not where he started. And even though the game explores, like, darker subject matter, there's plenty of levity. Final Fantasy VIII gets a little dark. Gets a little edgy, but again, there's character development, you know? Cloud is still pretty bland. He's got a bit of a bland thing going on because of the way that his story was written. I don't know if it was the lack of skill, because look at the characters in Final Fantasy VI, they're so well written. Most of them. Then there's Go-Go. Someone said, I strongly prefer the term try-hard over edgy. It describes the issue a bit more clearly, i.e. it feels forced, as it isn't needlessly tossed around just for the sake of dismissing something. Well then, that's also pretentious or overrated. There's lots of fun words that are just very dismissive without actually, you know, getting to the point. But anyway, good discussion. I'm glad we can have discussions like this. I don't mean to sidetrack us too much, and I don't genuinely, you know, I'm not trying to defend stuff that I had nothing to do in the creation of, but I definitely like discussing this kind of thing. As edgy or cringy as a discussion as this may be. Okay, so I have to find this last key. I don't know where it is. Does anyone know what room I should be going to? Vinny, blue door? Which blue door? There's multiple blue door. The bathroom, Hootie? Go to the venomous pond. Hey, Hootie. Check this out. Speaking of bathroom.
Okay, you wanted cooking with Vinesauce, but you get this instead. This cursed item is from Japan and was given to me by Sin City Assassin, and it is a cursed toilet item. Think. Put. Fucking gross. I'm gonna try it. Going in. Oh, it's too sweet. Alright, what's my life?
Time to take a shit! I'm still getting the question, why vertical video? I despise vertical video too, but I don't have a tripod or a stand for my camera. This is the only way I could actually film this. But what more do you want to see? Everything that's pertinent to this video is in frame. I think it makes it a little extra cursed, like Sin City just said. I want to see more of the box in the back, Vinny. If I do more videos like that with more cursed items, I will purchase a stand so that I can have my phone. I will have my phone horizontal. But yes, I know that very much that vertical video is a cursed thing and not recommended in the slightest. Fuck you. Did I really? Am I really unable to get back up there now? Oh, there's this. Thank God for this. Alright, I know where to go now. I've been told. It's real easy to get lost in this game, and this actually may in fact be where I stopped playing it. I might have gotten lost here in the Torvus fucking bog. And it's still more streamlined than Prime 1 to some degree. Or at least the backtracking is. There it is. The item. And then you have things like this, which are just horrendously frustrating enemies. Not only are they bullet spongy, they fucking disappear on you. And most forms of attack cause them to go back and phase out of existence again. Truly the worst kind of shit. Wow, I just want it dead. The problem is now I have revenge issues in video games. Do you remember the fish creature in Bloodborne? I didn't need to kill it. I couldn't use the weapon that was given to me after defeating the fish. I needed to kill it because I felt like I needed revenge. Couldn't let the fish win. So, now that I've gotten my revenge, I have another question for you, chat. Am I going to the Dark Torvus Temple, or Light World, or... I should probably save first, but... The Dark one, okay. Thank you. You've definitely proven... that I need guides. Remind me not to complain when Metroid throws tutorials at me. Or not tutorials, but like map help. Samus, you are authorized to go in this region. We'll list it on the map for you. This is exactly where you need to go. It is in my honest and true opinion that maybe less hand-holding in the 2D Metroid games, but maybe a little bit more in the confusing 3D ones, specifically this one. I mean, listen, I want to be hardcore like anyone else, but I'm not afraid to say that I get lost in this a lot. And I do appreciate the help from the chat. Go. I missed the ammo station. Yeah, Mike, this is definitely not the fun game. This is not the fun game to just wander around in. You have to actually think when you play this game, and even upon thinking, it's still easy to get lost. Alright, so Lovecraftian horror monster. It's a cocoon. A field of dark energy is disrupting deep scanning ability, unable to scan bioform within the cocoon. Energy may be mutating the life form, as there are signs of extreme growth present in the cocoon structure. Organic structure designed to support cocoon. Destruction of supports will release the cocoon. Holy shit. What's the whale from Pokemon? Whale Lord? Yeah. Tsukabia larva. Infant insectoid guardian. Vulnerable area detected. Target has a soft underbelly. Adjusting lock-on point to take advantage of this. Whoa! Oh shit! Ah, not fast enough. Fucking hell, man. Super missiles just can't get there quick enough. I have to... You know what? I have to get closer if I'm gonna do super. Good audio design. I was able to hear where it was coming from. Oh man, it's beautiful. Still not enough. Okay, I'm really not doing a lot of damage to this thing. Then again, it's not really doing a lot of damage to me, so... What does this thing look like when it's all grown up? It looks like Tin Man from Star Trek The Next Generation, probably. Hey, there it is. Take a shot. Stop. Oh my god, stop that. Okay, that was a waste of a fucking black hole. Was certainly worth the shot. It's a cool fight, but look at my health. I mean, I'm in the light area, so I just keep regenerating. That was a waste of ammo. This is more just a test of endurance. There's really, actually, it's kind of not even that, because... I mean, how bad do you have to be to take damage during this fight? Oh, wait a minute. I just realized something. It's just a larva. Oh shit. Here we go. Didn't realize I was playing Hollow Knight. Come here, get that scan. I want that scan. I want that booty. I mean that scan. Flying inside. Insectoid, excuse me, Guardian. This light creature can be stunned. Especially by dark energy. While stunned, look for weak spots to target. Maybe I shouldn't have wasted all that ammo, huh? Okay. Okay. Alright. Now I have to be... Now I have to be a little bit more careful. What the fuck is going on? I think I have to get behind it. There you go. Finally. Fuck this one up. Okay, I'll get some wings down, and I'm taking some damage, but I'm good. Oh shit, it's transforming. We got a whole new scan. Dark energy, charged flying guardian. Target is charged with dark energy. Most of its body is immune to damage, save for the lower egg sac. Avoid attacks by target's offspring swarms. Yes, yes, the offspring. Yes, give me more of the offspring to kill, yes. Fuck out of the way. Something's happening. The sack. Clip the fucking wings. This is a really long boss fight. Shit. Oh, damn it. Gotcha. You've unlocked... well, I know it's a visor. Kinda just looks like Mountain Dew.
Please drink verification gun.
Target has been terminated. Life signs are a flat line. No regenerative abilities in effect. No evidence of symbiotic corpse possession. Resurrection does not appear to be likely. But you never know. If it has to say resurrection is not happening, resurrection is probably happening. Anyway, yeah, this dark visor allows you to see hidden and cursed objects. Pretty cool effect. I think there might be some... glitching. I don't think Dolphin can handle this properly. The sci-fi lens of truth, basically. Looks fine. Look at the ammo bars and stuff. Look left and right, for example. Also, am I even supposed to see the platforms while I have this thing on? So there's that, plus I can still see the platform on the edge. That's why you need the visor. No, I mean, chat. I'm talking about... Okay, so you see how it's red? But when I look, you can still see the platform? Is it supposed to be invisible? Unless it's red. In the actual GameCube version of the game. That's normal. Okay, that's all I wanted to know. Thank you. The ammo bar showing red is a bug. That I figured. Okay. I mean, I did get this from a bug. Why does Vinny question such minor details? Because I'm running this on a GameCube, a totally legitimate GameCube device. And there's some crust here and there. And I want to make sure everything's good. Great. So there's another temple done. That means... Oh, look, it's a lunar lander. That means that there's only one more major area of the game left before I have to do some hunting. And... you know, backtracking. If I remember correctly, this next part of the game was my favorite. In fact, visually I remember it, and I also, I just remember having a really good time with it. It's really unique for a Metroid game. And again, it fits the theme of this game really nicely. Unique for a Metroid game. It's a sci-fi tech area. How is that unique? Why am I reading messages that make me wish to eat pant on tonight's stream? What's happening? How come my message radar is malfunctioning tonight? Okay, you're not wrong. But it's like a sky fortress. In previous Metroid games, usually the tech areas were like sunken ships. Think about Metroid 1, 2, and 3. You know, and then Fusion was a spaceship with like biomes. Aren't space stations just sky fortresses? Okay, well, if you have a hot dog without a bun, is it still a sandwich? And the answer is yes. Someone said, don't get baited, chat. Vinny's trolling. Gotta give it back to you. You know, it's a community thing. I want to give it back. I would feel terrible. I would feel terrible if you all left tonight without a little bit of trolling. Mestroid sucks. Aren't all tacos just hot dogs? You know, cool stuff like that. Isn't Vinesauce just streaming without the humor? Isn't watching a stream without the chat just watching TV? But Vinny, I have the chat. Oh, go ahead, try now. Someone just said, Jesus Christ, chat is being quite edgy. Well, isn't edgy just dark with cringe? This has to stop. This is just a circle of shit posting and I hate it. Time to stop streaming video games and time to make Toilet Kun Part 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. As I tend to my garden and get old. Oh, in case it wasn't 100% apparent, I am not going to be 100%ing the game. It's a lot of effort, man. Yeah, I already missed the fucking scans. I can't go back this way? Oh wait, no, this is, yeah. I need the missiles. Wow. I accomplished nothing. If I don't get the missiles, the fish wins. Oh, this is what I had to do. I had to go down that way. I'm gonna let the fish win. Just this once. The fuck? Did he teleport away? I'm not really sure what happened. I think he gave up. After all the missiles I wasted, that dude just up and left. Oh boy. Here's a question. Should Metroid ever have experience points and levels? There's an almost unanimous no in the chat. Oh, there's a fucking, like, crust cover. Return the energy to the Torvus Temple. Yes, there's a new Binding of Isaac game that Ed's been teasing. It's like a multiplayer game. I don't know what the hell kind of game it is, but... yeah, go on Edmund McMilton... go on to Egg McMuffin's Twitter and you'll see the new Isaac game. It's apparently nothing like... I don't know if they revealed the gameplay yet, but... it's a card game. Okay, never mind. It's apparently a multiplayer card game. Like, not a video game. Isn't every card game multiplayer, not Slay the Spire? I like card games. I like Boss Dungeon. I'm not the hugest card game guy, but I've played several. Story War was pretty fun. Let's just say this isn't entirely what I was expecting when I saw that there was an Isaac announcement. I'm not talking about Legend of Bumbo, I'm talking about something completely different. It's on Kickstarter. Bumbo is a different thing altogether. This is called Binding of Isaac 4 Souls. And it is a card game. And I love Slay the Spire. So I'm not opposed to card games, but this is not a video game, as I was led to believe it was. By whomst? By my own expectations, that's who. No, it's not a jape. The only reason I expected a video game is because it was teased in, like, there was a poster and there was, like, some posts on Twitter about it. I was like, okay, that's probably gonna be another game. But it's not. If he had just announced it and was like, hey, here's this thing that's happening, I think people would have been less likely to, myself included, expect an Isaac sequel. That said, I wish him luck. And I know cards aren't for everybody, and I know that the whole card thing has almost become a cliche at this point. Elder Scrolls cards. Dota cards. Artifact. Witcher cards. I only really have interest in some of the card stuff. Like I said, Slay the Spire is exactly my type of card game. It's all virtual, obviously. And it's a lot of fun. And you can play it for an hour. Do an entire run in an hour, and then stop and come back to it and start over again. I love it. But yeah, it's just the name Binding of Isaac is why people thought it was going to be a sequel to the Binding of Isaac video game, but it's just, it seems like it's a tabletop card game. So how do I feel about it? I'm not going to be too cynical, but I'm also not that interested. It's a spin-off. Yeah, sure. That's like if they called Fallout 76 Fallout 5. Have you ever played Rogue Legacy? Yes, very good game. Was Fingered any good? The game that Ed made with, oh my god, how can I not think of this guy's name? What the hell is wrong with me? Not Freddy. No. No, he made it with Gord! James Id, thank you. James Id. It was fine. It was worth a stream or two. It was like an extensive mini-game. But anyway, it's good to not be in the fucking bog anymore, finally. And I've noticed, like, 90% less stutters. You guys really nailed it. Tech Jar and Nary. Well, mainly Tech Jar, I think, but This helps so much. This is great. What helped? Increasing the cache size so that the stutters don't happen as frequently, and changing something else, like repolarizing the plasma conduits and recombobulating the warp drives. And polarizing the forward nacelles. And also working the shaft, of course. Can't forget about that. It's always a good time. Oh, and locking S-foils in attack position. That's one way to do it. Okay, yeah, here's the thing. I think I have to go back to, I think I have to go back to Birdman. Mothman, sorry, the Mothman. So that means I gotta go back this way. And thus the famous Metroid backtracking continues. I find it always a little bit more acceptable in the 2D versions, but... Now, these are longer games. Starting to feel like a badass. Oh wait, can I say that, or is that edgy? Vinny, it's not a digital card game, it's a tabletop game. Yes, I said that, yes. Indeed, it is. Badass has become borderline comedic. Okay, so what's the proper word then, instead of badass? We need synonyms. This is why there's so many fucking words in the English language. We just need more. You need word, and then when word gets stupid, make another word for it. Powerful. Can't say that. Powerful is a meme too. The hell am I even doing? I think we should just stop using language. Can we just communicate via sign language? It's just so much easier. So much can be cut out. Less chance of saying the wrong thing and being ostracized by your peers. Of course. I do feel like a badass in this game. A manly badass hero, perhaps. Oh, nice. Chat figured out sign language. Through the use of emotes, we can communicate. Alright, so... here's the plan. I'm gonna go and talk to Mothman. I'm gonna find out what I have to do next. I'm gonna save, and then from there, next time I stream this, we'll go to the fortress. Temple of Torvis glows with energy once more. Only one temple remains without the light of Aether. Temples, keys, energy. It's a Nintendo game. You must travel to our fortress high on the cliffs. The last temple lies in the fortress. Seek knowledge there before invading the Ing Hive. Be cautious in the fortress. This place was once guarded by machines of our creation. And now, they're corrupted by corrupted slaves of the Ing. They will not see you as a friend. There's Quadraxis, one of the most famous Metroid bosses, because I keep fucking hearing about it. I didn't remember it, but since I started streaming this game, people have been mentioning Quadraxis, so... Our goal draws ever closer. Let the light of Aether be your guide. I mean, I vaguely remember the boss. I remember the level more than I remember the boss. I seem to recall having to use the spider ball on it, but... yeah. Okay, now we have a save point. Just up ahead. Someone says, when is Vine Greed making its debut? Oh no, I'm sorry, it was replaced with Vine Piss. The highest quality emote that I currently have, or any streamer currently has. Tomorrow. Okay, listen, the joke is up. Someone sent me the Vine Piss emote, and I looked at it, and I burst out laughing because it's the worst emote I've ever seen in my life. I had no choice. I had to. I fucking love... I fucking love this emote because it is so terrible. But Vine Greed will be uploaded tomorrow. Maybe I'll keep it on Frankerface, but there's no way that could be a main channel emote. I tried to keep up the jape as long as I could. But, I mean, this is so much better, and it's so much more useful. And the brothers are all together. So... I'm not sorry for this jape, considering the chat has been very, very particularly salty with me today for various reasons that I probably deserve and some of which I don't. But regardless, that's my way of getting even. Just a little bit. Just, you know, just push him back just a couple inches. And there's nothing wrong with piss. Remember, it's a natural function of your body. Okay, you need to piss as much as I do. And that's fine. Don't be ashamed of it. Accept it. Be aware when your body tells you you have to piss. Understand what it means. Don't be ashamed. That's a pretty good way to end a Metroid stream. Thank you again, everybody, for watching. Thank you, TechJar and Nary, for helping me get rid of the crust. This is, like, almost uncrusted. You really did a great job with this. Loving the playthrough of Metroid Prime 2. I know it's not for everybody, but it's for me. And what else? Oh, tomorrow I'm probably going to do some... I'm thinking I'm going to do Bloodborne and Hollow Knight. Both games will probably make me want to, well, pull my ear off. I'm gonna pull a Van Gogh tomorrow. I know it. It's going to happen. There's going to be some fucking frustration tomorrow.